Hey guys, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty fantastic. Thank you for asking. Welcome to my new office. By now you should have seen what it looks like, and I'm in a corner because I didn't charge my batteries, and so this one may die too, but I'm going to try to tell the story very, very fast. So that way, for one, you don't have to watch my videos at 1.5 speed, because I do that. I should not have like moved my arms because now there's like fluffies everywhere. I hope you can't see it, but hi. Today I'm going to tell you about my move. I moved into this place a week and a half ago, and I took some time off streaming to prepare and to do a move because moving is one of the most stressful things that you can do, right? Okay. And I tend to do it a lot, which is another story for another time. So for this move, I gave myself a week to pack everything, and then after everything was moved, I gave myself a week to unpack everything and put everything away. Did I make that deadline? Yes, I did pretty good. However, the move itself, the day of the move, was the worst experience I have ever experienced. How could it be so bad? Did they lose your stuff? It could have been worse. It could have been worse, and it wasn't, and I'm happy for that. Nothing broke. Nothing got lost or stolen. Like, you know, everything was, it's not bad. But yeah, let's just get started. I do try to tend to look at like the positives of things. Sometimes though, you can just relish in the anger and the disappointment of the things when they go bad, and that's okay. You know, it's okay. How you feel is valid. Movers were hired. They wanted to come at 9 in the morning, which is early. Not too early, but early for me. So I woke up at 8 in the morning to prepare for everything. Everything was already prepared, like everything was packed away in boxes and labeled at what stayed and what's gonna, you know, everything was prepared. I'm pretty good at moving. I've done it a lot, I'm good at it. So the thing about these movers is before I moved into the apartment I was in, I hired those movers and they did a really good job. They did it in like 5 hours. They moved my stuff and roommate stuff. It was a quick, easy sweep. It was painless. Like there was a lot of things where I was worried like, oh, my couch isn't gonna get inside. They got it inside. They had to take the door off. They took the feet off of the couch and they got it in. They're like, don't worry. When they took stuff upstairs, like they just lifted up and carried it. Superhuman strength. I don't know. Great experience. Left a great review on Yelp. When they were called and we requested, you know, the same movers, we were met with, they were let go, but we can send the people who trained those people. And we were like, yeah, all right. So, day of the move, wake up. Everything's ready to go. And the movers get there. And they don't look like they are prepared for moving. They walk in, there's 3 of them, and they start looking at the stuff. And they're like, y'all got a lot of boxes. I mean, yeah, we're moving. They take a look around like, okay, so it's 2-bedroom and a loft and okay, this and this and that, and is this going? Is this going? They started like tallying up everything, just taking their time, because the thing is with the movers is the first 3 hours is a set price. Anything after that is hour to hour. These guys, you want to guess? You want to take a guess how long they took? 10 hours. It took 10 hours to move one apartment that was fully packed up to the other. I had Thor in a bathroom, and that bathroom was off limits. Told them that it was off limits, told them there was a cat in there. And so the only other bathroom they could go in was my bathroom. And right off the bat, they're like, hey, can we use the bathroom? And I was like, yeah, sure. But I forgot that I had a bunch of stuff on the ground, like makeup stuff, toiletries, and I had it in like, you know, like little carry boxes that you can like put in like the IKEA shelves. I had it all in that. And so I didn't think much of it. And turns out, after that guy, you know, relieved himself, my roommate went into the bathroom and noticed that there was pee all over the seat. The guy didn't even bother lifting the seat up. He just peed on the seat of my bathroom. I didn't know this until later. I'll get to it. So they start taking everything to the truck, and it is taking a while. And I'm like, what? Why is this taking so, like, they would disappear and be gone for 20 minutes and then they'd all come back up, and then they'd put 3 boxes on like a little dolly, and then they disappear for like 15 minutes. And it blew me. I was like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening? And I was thinking like, okay, well maybe if I start helping. And I'm like, no, Kate, no. Because what happens whenever I help move, or whenever I move, or whenever I do anything involving moving, my legs get destroyed. Why? I don't know. And also I was like, well, hiring these people, you know, I'm hiring them, and this is, you know, we hired this, so I shouldn't have to do heavy lifting. So 3 hours go by and the apartment is still full of everything. They hadn't taken down anything. They took down maybe like 20 boxes and we had maybe like 60. The whole time they were carrying stuff out or putting things on the dolly, they're like, oh, you got so much stuff, there's so much stuff. And then, so the main guy, you ready for this? The main guy was like, so how fast did the last guy do it? And I was like, oh, he did it in like 5 hours from 2 different apartments. And he was like, what? The same stuff? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, no, you got more stuff. And I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, you had to have bought more stuff. And I was like, no, this is the same stuff. Like 2 bedroom, like 1 loft. This is it. Like I had a 1 bedroom, roommate had a 2 bedroom, and then all of it was put into here. And he's like, that's in 5 hours? I was like, yeah. And he's like, you had to have bought more stuff. And then left. And I was like, what would I have bought? What would I have bought? What on earth would I have bought? Please explain, because it's not like there was crazy stuff everywhere. There was boxes full of like my books, my computer things, DVDs, boxes, all kinds of stuff, memories. I have stuff, roommate has stuff, Thor has stuff, everybody has stuff. I feel like stuff is a normal thing. And it's not like there was boxes galore. I would show you a picture, but I don't think I took any. This was so stressful. And then after, what was it, maybe 5.5 hours, they started working on the furniture, where they took the couches down and then the beds and then everything else that was like big and bulky. That took a long time too. And so then at this point I'm like, oh my God, they didn't even do my loft yet. They didn't even do the upstairs. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna stop. Thank you for that wonderful interruption, Thor. Almost had a little bit of a episode, but I didn't, so thank you for that. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Something about 5.5 hours down, 6 hours. Do you want to come up here? Do you want to show yourself in the video? Okay, so this entire time Thor's in the bathroom. He was so scared, he threw up. I felt awful. I like went in and like pet him and told him everything was okay. As you can see now, he is clearly fine. Pretty much everything is packed in the moving truck, and then away we go to the new place. And the new place has a lot of stairs, and I've already been worrying about my couch not fitting up the stairs because it's at kind of a weird angle, but I measured 3 times and I was like, maybe it will work. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. And you know what else didn't work? They start unloading things off of the truck and they bring it in, but okay. So they had the smallest guy who was like 5'3", carrying boxes and carrying all this other heavy stuff up the stairs. And the other 2 were just, you know, hanging on the truck, pulling it up, going it down. And then when they brought things up inside, they would complain, this box is so heavy. Do you have books? Why are you looking at me like that? I know y'all can't really see his face, but he's looking at me. Goodness. He was looking at me like this. When they were carrying stuff in, every single time they lifted something, they would complain, oh, there's so many, why do you have so many boxes? You have so many boxes. Why are these boxes so heavy? Oh, these boxes are so heavy. What do you have in your books? Yeah, I have books. But the thing is, I didn't put all the books in one box. I started to when I was packing, and then I'm like, this is gonna be too heavy. So I changed it. I had books 1, books 2, and books 3 in boxes. Ready? I'm trying to remember all this in a timeline of where it all stays in the same timeline, but I'm having a hard time because it's been like a week and a half, right? Why do you look so at peace? I've never seen him look more calm in my entire life. Are you comfy? Ooh, claws. Hey. So I have all the stuff labeled. I have Kate office, Kate bedroom, you know, living room, kitchen, bathroom. I have everything labeled. They didn't give a shit. So they just started putting things down in the walkway, down all the way downstairs, or they just threw things in the living room and then were huffing and puffing and complaining all the way. And they were using the bathroom, and I went into the bathroom and I stepped in urine on the floor twice. And that's when I found out from my roommate that they had already peed on the seat at the previous apartment. So that was fun. Love that for me. They couldn't get my couch up the stairs, and so they were like, what do you want us to do with it? And so right now my couch is in the garage, and I don't know what to do because I can't lift that myself. Me and the roommate can't lift it ourselves. I don't even know if it'll fit. It may fit, but then again, it may not. Like maybe they actually did try, or maybe they just tried to do it and they're like, ugh. Because you know what? When I was, preparing the office and doing everything, I couldn't find half of my stuff. And I was like, that's really weird. I opened all these boxes and I had everything labeled. Where could it be? So I start panicking because I was like, maybe it got left on the truck. Like, what if, oh no, like I know exactly what's missing. Like I have so many books missing. I have so many figurines missing. I have this and that. So I went down to the living room, started opening living room boxes. I knew what box was missing specifically. Books number 2. Could not find it. So I looked in the bathroom, looked in the bedroom, looked in the other bedroom, looked in the living room, looked in the kitchen, looked at everything, looked in the foyer, walkway, hallway, looked in the laundry room, looked everywhere. And then it dawned on me, they probably put it in the garage. So I went and looked in the garage, and I had to move 5 boxes, and sure enough, they had buried it under other boxes. So that way they didn't have to carry it up 3 flights of stairs, which fair, but it's your job. We had to pay for 10 hours of service. It's a lot of money. And at the end, like the last 3 hours, I too had to start lifting boxes. I had to lift boxes, and they just stood there watching me. And they go, can you carry that? Like, yeah, I think I can carry it, but am I supposed to? No. My legs look like this. So that was fun. And they still do. In case you're wondering, they still do. And it's been a week and a half. I broke a necklace that was very special to me because I had to lift boxes, and why would you wear jewelry, Kate, if you're moving? Because I thought it'd be safe on me, and it ended up not being safe on me because I had to end up moving boxes, and I had to end up hurting myself. What are you doing? He is turning into a roly-poly. Look at this. Roly-poly Thor. Anyway, don't eat my hair, okay? I brought Thor over. Thor acclimated, I guess is the right word, pretty well. He was a little spooked the first 2 days, but I think he really likes the windows and the stairs. He loves sprinting up and down the stairs, which is good exercise for him. But I think too it helps wherever I go and he goes, I feel like he feels safe. So he's okay. And I'm okay now. But that was my move experience, and it was very stressful. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff, but the stuff that pissed me off the most was the fact that they complained the whole time about how much stuff there was. Even though, like, when you prepare for movers, they're like, oh, well, how many bedrooms do you have? What furniture do you have? And you tell them. Well, so, like, they knew what they were getting into. I don't understand. So, yeah, they complained the whole time. I ended up having to lift boxes while they just stood there, and they peed everywhere. And then they, took 10 hours. So that was rough. What is it? What is it? So attentive. But at the end of the day, it could be worse. But I feel like I'm allowed to be upset. I'm allowed to be a little upset. Well, on that note, I'm gonna go. Thank you for listening to me bitch and moan. I don't plan on moving anytime soon, but I've also only lived here for a week and a half. I'm sure it'll be fine. Without further ado, I'm going to go. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. And if you ever hire movers, don't do the thing by the hour. Don't do it. Don't do it. Also request movers that have like the arm girth of, I don't know, the Hulk. I'm sure that comes in handy. If you're moving stuff, you would want to have some girth. Like muscle girth. I have a little bit of muscle girth and it helped me. Do you have muscle girth? Okay, Thor. Well, I'm gonna go. I have to edit these videos and I have to figure out what to do with him, but I'll see you guys later. I'll be at fantastic day. Oh, okay, bye. Go. I say, okay, okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Maybe not. Maybe next time. Be free. Be free, Thor. Be free. Oh,